Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I am back for another low vision spotlight game video. And we are looking at another retro collection here, but man, this is a really cool one. And going forward, I know a lot of people have said this on social media lately, but this is the way to do retro collections going forward. We are looking at Atari 50. It has come out on all of your modern platforms. I'm looking at the Steam version right here, but it's also on the Switch, your PlayStations, your Xboxes. It's everywhere. And if you have any interest in game history, if you have any fond memories of Atari or want to know more about Atari, man, this is the collection for you. This is done by Digital Eclipse. Now, we mentioned those guys fairly recently because earlier this year they also put out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection, a collection that I was very pleased with. Pretty much all the old retro Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games that I really ever wanted. This is that was a collection that I've wanted for 20 years. When they really started doing these things in like the PS2 era, these classic game collections. But the Cowabunga collection was really great. It had all the games I wanted, but then it had this vault, basically the sewers, the turtle lair that had all of these different, artwork and pictures and old design documents and all those things. And it was great. They had everything categorized. You could look at, whatever you wanted, box art, images from the TV show, game manuals. They had an interactive guide for strategies on some of the bosses and areas of the levels for each game. Atari 50 takes things way further and presents this collection in a totally different and unique way, which especially if part of your, most collections are just, they're collections of the games. You want to play the games in one place from a series or from a company, Capcom, Konami, or the Turtles, or Street Fighter, or SNK, whatever it happens to be. But this is really focused on the history and relevance that Atari really once had. And the other the minor complaint that I have about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection, especially when compared to this, is they had a lot of these images and such, but this one, they actually had video interviews and old commercials and things like that, or TV spots. And it's a really fascinating part of history. And as much as I love the Turtles, I really wish they had video content. That is the one thing, that I wish they really would have added to the Cowabunga collection, because, man, like I said, this Atari 50, they show you how it's done. The first thing that happens when you load the game, you're not presented with just, hey, here's your list of games. You get your title screen, you hit A, and then you're brought to this. And this is an interactive history timeline. You start with your major categories. So our first category is Arcade Originals. If I arrow down, Birth of the Console, which, yeah, it really was the Atari 2600 and stuff. And then we have Highs and Lows. I haven't even gone through hardly any of this stuff yet. I've only made it through part of the first one and a tiny bit of the second one, just to kind of look and see how things are structured. Then we have the dawn of PCs, so that'll be like your Atari 800, the Atari 400, or the Atari 800, that kind of a thing. The 90s and beyond. So yes, this is not just focused on your typical Atari 2600 collection. We have a few Jaguar games in here. Atari Jaguar. I have never played a Jaguar. I've never seen one in person. I've seen videos. I vaguely knew in high school of one person who had one, but I really didn't know them. They were like a friend of a friend of a friend. So I've never played a Jaguar, but man, I got to be honest. I did try a couple Jaguar games in this collection, and there's one or two that are kind of neat, but like, yeah, it's kind of not surprising that Jaguar didn't take off because these games are not really that good, maybe. But let's go into this timeline. So let's start with arcade originals, and we have a little description here. I do wish that text was a little bit bigger. And I know it would have been a lot to add, voice acting for everything because there is tons of stuff here. But I wish that like there was at least maybe some, like you could hit a button and trigger like, oh, some voiceover narration of, maybe have somebody almost like a documentary. But I go in here and you start with this timeline. So now we can a D-pad arrow to the right. So there's your introduction here, but we can start with in the beginning, ... and then you have a little paragraph, arrow to the right, and then we have computer space. So this is the first a cabinet, and it wasn't even Atari back then. It was called Syzygy, and I can't even remember how to spell it. It's like SYSC. It's weird. You'll see. But look at this thing. I can hit my triggers, I can zoom in, and I can use my right analog stick to pan around. That's it, for the first real arcade game, this is really kind of neat looking. It's definitely it gives me this 1950s sci-fi vibe to it, and apparently they came in different colors. You got the joysticks there, you got your big old control pad. This one is green, kind of. But yeah, it's really kind of neat. I can pan around, I can whatever. And I didn't realize this right away. But then I can go to the right, but also if I go back to computer space here, I can arrow down, and then you dive more deeply into that topic in your timeline. So we got a video here. Now I'm not going to play, I'll probably play this one in full, maybe I'll play one or two other ones, but let's just watch a video. I love that little animation that starts these videos using the Atari colors.
I'm looking through the San Jose Mercury in the just random stuff section for sale, and I see world's first video game, computer space. No price, just call.
I mean, you had tenants for two in that before, but...
Are you interested in this? So I called the guy. I said, so you got a computer space? Yeah. He goes, yeah. First game ever. Okay, great. What color is it? And he goes, well, what color do you want? And I'm like, wow, this is getting very interesting because who has a whole bunch of computer spaces and who would know that they came in all these different colors? He goes, I got a yellow, a solid blue, metal flake blue, and metal flake red.
Metal blue would be
Goes,
cool.
a whole bunch of other games too. Okay, great. Want to come up and see them. These were in a Quonset hut on a sunflower seed farm off of Highway 80 in Dixon, California, halfway between, the Bay Area and Sacramento. And these things hadn't been moved in, probably since 1975.
Wow.
And so I got in touch with Noel.
Hell of a find.
And showed him the pictures and scratched his head and like a light bulb went off in his head. He goes, these were Ted Dabney's. These were Ted Dabney's units. This was his route. When he left,
well, they're standing next to a pong machine.
A route that we had, and he goes, this yellow one's the first one. He goes, I know it. That yellow one is the very first one. I kept the first one, which is a beautiful yellow computer space, and I kept Pong number 46. And we got the rest of them running and working as good as we could. We got it all for $5,000.
That's really not that bad. I mean, considering how old they are, that's really not that bad. And there you go. So there is your video, and I can go down and I can hit A on any of these. Okay, so yeah, here's your SYZYGY. Yeah, Syzygy. And I know that because I've heard the name before. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sure how in the hell to say that. But there's your little logo there. I can zoom in. It's a really nice scan. Really nice scan. Very clear. I'm sure you could do OCR with this, no problem, if you wanted to read this stuff. And I might actually do that. But so there you go. There's your computer space. Let's go to the right again. So now we're talking about Atari Inc. being formed. Oh, this one is cool. I'm going to play this video just so you can see. This seems to be some actual footage from the 70s, so this is really cool. You get to see, watch this.
Well, I'd say 30 years to pretty much the present. The arcades have been
look at that video
relegated to
quality.
the back rooms and the side streets, and generally been an unsavory type of place.
Here's your computer space.
What we want to do is bring the amusement game to age. If we can give it a new zip and a pizzazz, it's going to be financially successful.
That's Nolan
as well
Bushnell.
as, I think, a very serious part in the leisure time activity of the American people.
The marriage of traditional pinball machines and computer technology has resulted in the birth of a new breed of amusement games. And Nolan Bushnell is the man handing out the cigars. Bushnell has developed two such games, Computer Space and Pong.
And look at all those old machines.
Look
at all those Pongs.
The pinball industry out of America's bus stations and bowling alleys and into the space age. In 1971,
Man, that's some
Bushnell
grainy-ass
invented
video.
Computer Space, but sold production rights to Nutting Associates of Mountain View, California, for royalties based on the number of games sold. It proved a good deal for both parties. Sales already exceed 1,500 machines. Computer Space, like Pong, sells for around $1,000 and is played on the screen of a standard television
Yeah, for back
set,
then, I could
which
see
has been
that.
programmed to display the desired
But that
game.
was expensive even for back then,
In
because look at the
Computer Space,
inflation.
The player controls a rocket ship, which
It'd
is
be like
trying to
$2 grand
shoot
a day,
down
probably.
enemy flying saucers while avoiding their missiles. If the player scores more hits than the enemy saucers, he gets one free play. By the time Bushnell invented Pong in 1972, he was able to form his own company, Syzygy Corporation in Santa Clara, California, to produce the game. He has already sold over 1,000 machines and expects to sell 10,000 in the United
Wow, is this
States by the end
pre-Atari?
of the year. Pong, as the name might indicate, is a
Like
game
when
of
this video was
ping
made?
pong. The two players turn dials which control their electronic paddles and volley with an equally electronic ball.
Good old Pong.
The
Simple
first
but
player to score
effective.
15 points wins. While Bushnell did design and program both his games, the technology he uses dates back to the late 1950s. Thanks to research by the Defense Department in the wake of Sputnik, Bushnell is now able to act out his dream of a nation inhabited by thousands of Pong and computer space games.
The government spent millions of dollars on this technology, and as a result, now it's cheap enough that we can put it into a game and sell it for 25 cents for a few minutes, and make $1 out of it. It's something that the research and development really was
This is
done
just,
many
I'm just
years
fascinated
ago,
by
and
it,
now
like
it's
watching
cheap enough
this.
that, with PC boards and integrated circuits, we can use that technology to our advantage.
Wow, that's an
The
old
basic
board.
electronic unit of Bushnell's games is the integrated circuit. Each of these small chips is capable of storing large amounts of information.
I wonder what they
The
consider
program
large.
for a game is determined by specific combinations of these units
We
to
can do
form
a couple
PC
K.
or
Woohoo.
printed circuit board. The printed circuit board then tells the TV screen what to do. A single printed circuit board is all that is required to operate Pong.
But back
Whereas
when this was
15 years
made,
ago, it
this
would have
was all
taken
new
enough
to
tubes and
people.
wiring
We
to
take it
fill
for
an
granted
average
now.
house.
But this was
Bushnell first
amazing.
saw the commercial potential of video games in a game called Space War, which has been played at computer centers around the country for several years.
We used to play Space War a lot at the AI project at Stanford, which is a big computer complex. And one day it just hit, this is a lot of fun, to be able to package it and sell it for a price.
Mm-hmm.
And, one thing leads to another, and pretty soon from doodling
Man,
on
they're
a
working on
scratch
those old
pad,
boards
you're
like
actually
that.
working out some basic block diagrams, and from there you think, boy, it's going to work.
And there you go. There's a short video. I mean, I've said it, like when I first started gaming, I saw an Atari 2600 at my babysitter's house, and I had never seen anything like it. I had watched TV before, but realizing that, hey, I can hook this thing up to a TV and I can control what's happening on the TV. I think the first game I ever played was either Combat or Outlaw, both of which are on this collection, by the way. It was either Combat or Outlaws. Or Outlaw. And yeah, it was just really neat. And so, back then, we kind of laugh now, but this was new to people. It's like, holy crap, you can just hook some up to your TV and control stuff. But yeah, see, there you go. So we're just arrowing down. We get a few more little panels here. And it is just text. Like I said, I wish there was some sort of, like, I could hit a button and I could have it narrated. That would be wonderful. But, so yeah, there you go. So there we got that. There's our Pong category. I'm not going to watch all these videos, because we got to get to some games. But you see how this is presented. We got some videos, we got pictures. I can hit A, I can zoom in. We've got a group of people here all standing around. What machine is that? What is that? Oh, it's like a Pong. Oh, it's a doubles machine? Is that what this is? Pong. It's a little blurry, zoomed in. But yeah, like, we got a bunch of people around this arcade machine. I can pan around the image. And there we go. So I can hit A on any of these. Oh, those are some wild design. Yeah, I'm going to be playing this a lot. And I'm not even going to be playing the games. I'm going to be just absorbing and soaking in all the, I love reading. In the past several years, there's starting to be way more books on the history of gaming, whether it's a history of a company, a certain console, or there's books on Nintendo, Sega. I just read a book by Cliff Bleszinski on his history through Epic Games and all that. That was a really interesting book. The Masters of Doom, of course. I mean, I love those books, but having this in interactive form, not only do you have these collections in one place of these playable games, but organizing them in a history like this, not just we've got text, we've got pictures, but we got videos, and we can play the games right within context in the order in which they were made. And at any time, I could get out of this timeline. All I got to do is hit X on my Xbox controller, and I can bring up a list of games, which I will do shortly. But so now our next category, The Legend of the Broken Pong Machine. I did watch this was cool. Oops, no, I'm not going to do that right now. But you've probably heard the legend if you're a fan of games. Basically, they thought the game was broken when they put it in a bar. And no, it wasn't actually broken. It was just that it was so popular that the coin tray got so clogged with quarters that it couldn't take anymore. So they actually had to keep going and emptying the tray so that it could actually take more money. So we've got that. And here we got another picture. Oh, it's like an ad or something. Okay, so we got some lady standing by an arcade machine. Oh, Space Race, that's what this is. Okay, that's what was in that other picture. Okay, Space Race, okay. Yeah, so, gotta have your, women advertising, to be like, hey, you want this game, right? Yeah, look at this one. So we got, it's almost like Booth Babes advertisement. Not bad. But, yeah, so we got, Gotcha. That is an ad for that game. Another one. We got another... That's a weird looking ad. Or what is that? Okay. Huh. That's a interesting one. So I can just arrow back up and then we go to the right. We got another category here. KEE, Key Games. So we've got some stuff here. We got a picture. Got another. Ooh, what is that? That looks kind of gnarly. That's kind of cool. Really bright colors and Quadratank. Interesting. So, I'm not going to go much more into the timeline, but again, I could go down, and then when I finish about the early arcade, maybe I want to go to the birth of a console. I can go in here, and I get a whole new timeline. I can go in here. Oh, look at that baby. The Atari 2600 or the VCS. Look at this thing. wood grain, everything. When they had like Pong and the Atari 2600. We've got one or two of these back home at my parents' place. I hope my dad didn't throw them away. We had a fair few Atari 2600 games. I know, yeah, we had a few. Probably at least a good half a dozen, or a good dozen to a good 20 games or so. Oh man, yeah, video. I have not watched any of this stuff. Oh, the joystick. Look at that baby. The one button, one red button, and a big old joystick. Man. Yes. No, you gotta respect your elders, man. You gotta respect the early days of gaming. We got our spinner, our wheel controller. I forget what you call it. I can't think of the name right now. But yeah, I remember that. Some of those games use that, and they work better that way. And then I can just go forward, and it'll cover some of the games and stuff. And like I said, that's the timeline. But then at any time, I can hit X, and now I'm brought to a separate interface where, let's go all the way back here. And so the first thing that we can do, oh, I want to look, this is cool. I played this a little bit last night. So I can hit the right and left triggers to jump by platform, and I can also organize by other means as well, probably like alphabetically and whatnot, but I like that you can go by platform. So there, in addition to, you have Atari 2600, 7800, 5200, 7800, the Atari 800 computer. You got a few games there. You have the Jaguar. Oh, Atari Lynx. There's a few games there. That was their portable. So there's a good representation. Like, was it the Atari Vault? I think I've even covered that on the channel before. So if you don't really care, like if you just want like just a collection of games, and if you really like Atari, you might want both, because the thing that this doesn't have, you remember, a lot of games that I really remember from the Atari were not made by Atari. You had developers that were frustrated, they weren't getting credit, they weren't getting compensated the way they felt they should be because of all the hard work they did. And so they spun off and made their first third-party game developer studio, game publisher, and it was Activision. And you have, like, I don't even remember what all games, but the main one that immediately comes to mind is things like Pitfall. I think River Raid might have been. I don't remember if that was Atari or if that was Activision. But a lot of really fun, popular games that you might remember from the Atari 2600 days was actually Activision. So you might be surprised, like, why don't they have this? And I think even some of the later Atari games, I think some of that stuff, you know, after Atari had their downfall, and even, you know, they tried to come back with a Jaguar, and that failed pretty badly. But, you know, after that, Atari just became really a shell of its former self. And, you know, parts of it got split up and it got broke off. And then, you know, they had rights for this, that, and the other thing. You know, different companies seem to have gotten, I don't even know what happened, like, after the Jaguar days, as you know, even like a few years ago, they were talking about doing these like hotels and cashing in on other weird stuff that really that you would think had nothing to do with what Atari used to be. And they seem to kind of be finding their way back to what people remember them for and kind of moving forward. So what's neat is you have all those old systems, but then they've taken a handful of games and made these kind of updated new versions of them. So right now we have Haunted House. We're gonna play that one a little bit because that's a cool one. I like what they did with that. Neo Breakout, that was kind of neat. Maybe we'll check that out. There's your Quadra Tank. That's kind of it's a little hard to see with the colors and stuff, but it's basically an updated version with like power-ups and stuff of combat. So that's pretty cool. Sword Quest Air World. So there was supposed to be a series of 4 games back on the Atari 2600. There was, you take all your 4 elements. What is it? Earth, fire, air, and water. And I think 3 were made, 2 were actually released pretty well, and then I think the 3rd might have been in limited supply. And Air World just never got made because that was around the time of around 1983 when the video game industry crashed in North America because of all the shovelware. But it was cool because there were these really cryptic games. My babysitter had one of them, and we were trying to figure it out. You need the manual, and you have to write stuff down, and there's these obscure, bizarre clues. You combine that with the fact that you've got these just rudimentary graphics that are just bizarre, and especially without the menu, you had no freaking clue what's going on. But you would, if you solved the puzzle in this overall game, you would submit that, and then you could win. What did they have? I remember the Angry Video Game Nerd did a video on Sword Quest. That's where I actually learned a lot more about it. And there was a medallion, there was a crown, there was a philosopher's stone, and I forget what the 4th one was. And then if they would have finished these competitions, all those 4 champions would come back and they would do some last thing to win a cool looking sword. And these were gold, these weren't cheap prizes. These were literally gold and rubies and sapphires, and just go look up the Sword Quest Angry Video Game Nerd video. He actually did a really nice history on that. I'm sure other people have too, but maybe I'll take a look at that just to show you one of those. Let's go back and let's play a couple games before we wrap up this video. So this haunted house, this is really neat, and I'll show you the original so you can see. So there we go. Let's go in. We got this little tutorial message. Now the original haunted house was this overhead view. You were just a set of eyeballs, and you would, you had to dodge ghosts, you had to get light to see items that you collect. So these are little tutorials here. So there we go. I can turn my light on. Certain items can only be seen when you have the light on. So we've kind of got this third person. We're just a set of pixelated eyeballs with a torch, which is kind of cute. But I mean, look at I love the low poly, almost it reminds me of a PlayStation era game, but with really good sound effect. Yeah, you got the laughter. I mean, Atari 2600 could never even do the audio like this. Alright, so we collected something there. We'll just go through. The beginning of this has a lot of tutorials and stuff. But, where we go, we're going to go up these stairs. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, okay, yeah. So if I hold the right trigger and I move, I can run. So now it's all dark. And, okay, that one I need a key for. Let's go, I remember this part, so let's just go this way. I know there's a key over here I need to get. Yada yada. I got it, a key! Alright, so let's go unlock this door they're going to now tell me about. Love it. Nice. Okay. And what is that again? Oh, okay. Okay, so you can only hold one item at a time. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Pretty soon we're going to get ghosts that we have to dodge. And I'm trying to remember. Pretty spooky. Man, this would have been cool to play on Halloween. Hmm? Like a little test thing there, okay. The hell was that? Okay, I'm not quite sure what that was all about, but we gotta find... I think there's an elevator we need to find in here, right? Yeah, okay. So now we're gonna start fighting ghosts, I think. I'm just gonna dodge some of these. So I don't have to do the tool tips. Now I can... Oh, damn it, wrong button. How do I... Can I turn my my lantern off? Or my torch? I don't remember. Okay, there's the button. Yeah, left trigger. I can actually zoom out. So I got some question marks. We're gonna go slow. It does have, I hate to say it, but it kind of has an eerie feeling. As simple as this is, it's kind of got the same effectiveness as, you know, some of those cheap... Oh shit, oh shit. Yeah, see, there we go. We got our evil skull dude. Oh, come on, really? You prick. Okay, so don't go that way. Let's meander over to the right here. Let's not go near Mr. Ghostface over there. But yeah, you see, it has this, like, the same effectiveness, I would say, as some of those cheap, you know, those kind of cheap jump scare games that seems to be so popular on YouTube. Realize... your torch and oh, my timed? Oh, I didn't know I was timed. Okay, that, yeah, see, that's our dude again. But you do unlock other levels and stuff, so you can play, so that's kind of their updated version. So you get some options if I hit the back button or the select button, basically. So we'll go to our menu here. Your breakout, let's just go into this real fast. This is your kind of updated breakout sort of a deal that they remade. And, you know, there's been all kinds of breakout clones. Like, you know, you got the Arkanoid series, you've got all kinds of stuff here. I've always been terrible at breakout. And if you beat the first level, then it kind of warps into like, this is basic breakout. But then once you beat this, it goes into a whole new updated graphics version. It's like, hey, here's your old stuff. Now look at what we got going on here. Okay, there we go. Get on the top so you can break the stuff up above, dude. Oh, God. I wasn't fast enough. Okay. One life lost. Uh-oh. No! Okay, there we go. And if I hold the right trigger down, I can zip along faster. So if I need to get over real quick. Okay, we got the one over there. Oh, yep. Oh, really straight up and down, really. This is always the hard part I found about Breakout, getting the last few blocks. Okay, that went well. Yep. There we go. And see, now it goes into boom. Now we've got the whole... There we go. Now we got modern Breakout. Got some more... Oh, gee. Oh, that was bad. Instant fail. Really? Wow. I'm awesome. And by awesome, I mean I suck horribly. Let's do this. How many lives do you get? I got to imagine... Oh, wow, it just bounced. Yeah. So there you go. Game over. Breakout. Just wanted to show you that. Let's do a sword quest, just because I want to show you how like how bizarre this stuff is. So, okay, I gotta go up. I think. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, okay. I gotta dodge. Wait, what am I supposed to do? I thought I was just supposed to go up. Oh, okay, so now I'm a dude walking around. And then you go... I love these animations. Whoosh, they make going through a door just crazy. I hit the button, and now there's items, and like I don't know what any of these are, but if I hit A on them, I hit the button, and then sometimes when you go through, you get a mini game, a random mini game. I don't know. I have no clue. I just want to see. Okay, wait, what? Okay, so now we get a mini game. Okay, oh, it's like a Space Invaders thing. Okay. I understand this. Oh, wow, this does not feel as good as Space Invaders. This is really slow. And you never know what the mini games are going to be. At least I don't, because I've never played this before. But sometimes it'll be like half the fun is just like, oh, okay, what is the weird mini game? But I think you're supposed to do something specific in these mini games, and then they like give you like a code word that you have to unscramble or something, and then you put the clues together to get a phrase, or at least that's the way that one of them worked, according to like the episode I saw that explained it. But this is seems like a very less demanding Space Invaders minigame. So I want to see what happens when I beat it. Okay, we got that guy, we got that guy. Oh, come on, hit him. Hit. It's so delayed. Like, I mean, it just feels so slow. Oh, God. I died. Oh, frick. Screw that. I died, and then I have to start over. Okay, but that's Sword Quest. Air World. We have a little Simon. This wasn't even a video game. This was like one of those handheld, like Simon type of things. It just no screen. Well, you had the words up there, but it was just like these little buttons that you would hit. Touch Me is what it was called. Then we get into. Okay, yeah. So these are some other new ones. Then we get to arcades. So these are some classic arcades. So we've got like, let's see, are these new ones? So there's Asteroids. So this was, I remember this one. I played this on the 2600 quite a bit. Little vector graphics. And I'm only going to play a few of these, just a few highlighted ones just to show you, because I think there's over like 100 games in here. Spanning all these different, consoles and arcades and new updates and stuff. You can move around as well. I would kind of play as more of a turret. At least that was the old strategy that I used to use. But see, I can move around, and then you get a track where, oh geez, yeah. There you go. I mean, that's Asteroids. I mean, it's a classic. I played that on the Atari 2600 all the time growing up. Got an Asteroids Deluxe. Black Widow, Breakout. Just kind of looking through here to see Crystal Caves. I know a lot of people loves this one, but like it was isometric and it was harder for me to really see. Like, I don't know. It was, especially in the arcade, the way the screen was. So you go. And this was a trackball game too, so playing it on the analog stick is kind of weird. And I already died, but so you got to collect all these things. And this was one of those games where like there was all these warps and stuff. Yeah, I'm horrible at this game. Let's just back out here. So let's see what else we got here. Fire Truck. This was kind of an interesting one. You don't put out fires. It was literally you drive the truck. Oh, okay. I hold the. But oh, geez, it is really. There is an arcade version of this where there's 2 players, and like the front person would control the front part, and the rear person would actually control the back part of the truck, I think. Oh, I was supposed to get that, I think. It's weird because it's so long, and it's in 2 pieces. And I should be collecting those. Can I? Yeah, see, okay. And you got to turn a little bit ahead of time because this thing does not turn on a dime. Yeah, I should really be collecting. Oh! I'm hitting the gas too much. Those gas cans, or what are those things on the ground? Oh, I had it. I hadn't crashed for like a whole 3 seconds. Oh, really? The back end hit it? What? I'm bad at this. I mean, this one is very easy to see, at the very least. Oh man, you got to take into account the back end, the rear end of your damn truck. When is it? How long do you go, or like until you get game over? I figured as many times as I crash, it would be game over by now. So at least you get. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what that thing was in the middle that I ran over, but that little outline there. Anyway, that's fire truck. Maybe not what you would think. You know, you think fire truck, oh, you're going to go somewhere and you're going to have to aim to put out fires. No, you got to drive to the fires, apparently. Okay, I'm kind of getting better at it, though. Watch, and then the moment I say that, I'm going to crash. Oh, geez. Yeah, I am getting better at it, because I'm not... Alright, well, there you go. Fire truck. And there's, you know, when you go into one of these, especially you can load state, save state, you've got a manual, you can view your controls. Alright, fire truck. Food fight. Gravatar. That was a weird game. Let's jump to some 2600 here. So again, you know, I can just go there. We got 3D tic-tac-toe. I never really did like that. Adventure. This is one I remember we had. And I kind of, sort of started to figure it out. I can go into it real quick. So you're just this little square, and like you have to find a key, and there's like dragons and stuff. And boy, wow, that is really hard to see now on this like high def. The yellow does not stand out very well. That is really, really hard to see. Wow. Yeah, so you get that. I love that. Yeah, but I mean, so it's really abstract. There's like little weird shapes for dragons and keys and stuff. Really not much for sound effects, but it was a neat. It was, you know, it was adventure. It was kind of your first like really open game that I remember playing. Air Sea Battle. This one was kind of a. I think this was you played a turret at the bottom. I think we might have had this one too. So you kind of aim your turret and you have to shoot time it right, and there we go, we got him. You can kind of aim your turret. Again, very, very simple. There we go, we got that guy. Come on. Oh, what? Oh, yep, a little bit too soon. Come on. There we go. And a lot of these had 2 players in them, so you would be on the right or the left, and then you just help each other. Yeah, so these are faster. Oh, too slow. No! No, not quite. Gotcha. There you go. Air-sea battle. Very, very simple. Let's see. So Asteroids, we got the Atari version of that. I played the hell out of that. And I'm assuming you unlock these as you go through the timeline. I don't know. There are some locked games, and I'm guessing either you. Let's see. It's hard to kind of read. Let's see if it tells me when that game's special. Board is cleared. Oh. Okay. So there are some ones that you do have to unlock. But like I said, there's a lot of Atari 2600 games. We've got the 5200. This is kind of your step up, except for the controller on this machine. My friend had a 5200. The controller was horrible. Half the time the analog sticks never worked. They had a keypad on them. Like, there were simple games, but you had like a joystick thingy, you had a keypad, phone keypad, and they had like buttons on either side of the controller. It was just a weird controller. Millipede, Centipede. What was... Yeah, there's a lot of space games. Super Breakout, Star Raiders, Asteroids for that. Centipede. Oh, okay, we're on the 7800 now. What was Dark Chambers? Oh, wow. That's actually kind of cool artwork there. That's kind of cool artwork. Oh, this is neat. Wait, where am I? Oh, okay. Oh, this is cool. Okay, it's like Gauntlet, I think. I've never played this. And it's easy enough to see. Oh, I like this. Die, ghost thingy, whatever you are. What do we got over? Oh, can I... Do I need a key to open that? Okay, okay, I must need a... I need a key, probably. Oh, we get... Okay, hang on. Yeah, very simple, but I like the... Like, you get the brick walls. You know, you can kind of really tell at least what a lot of things are. You got some ghosts up there. So if I go down here... Aha! I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a level down. So I can go... Before I go up there, I want to shoot some of these dudes up here. See if they drop anything. I would play this, actually. Oh, you take multiple shots. Oh, jeez. Get away from me. Okay, yeah, you take multiple shots. Oh, do they just respawn, or... Get away. Oh, yeah, see, yeah, I think they keep respawning. I hope not. There's a shit ton of them, though. Oh, what is that? I want whatever that is. Does it disappear? Get away. No, I shot it. I think that was... I think I wanted to collect that. But for games that use the... that use the number pad, you can use your right analog stick to use those buttons. So we can go down. Okay, floor B. Okay, I start over there on the left. Yeah, this is all right. This is... I could see playing this. It's kind of got a Gauntlet/Berserk vibe to it. This is one of the better ones I've played, I think. I kind of enjoy this. Very simple. Uh-oh. Get away from me. Get away. You weird skeleton ghost thing. There we go. Get away. Let's see. Is there stuff over here I gotta collect or no? Jeez. Here we go. Oh no! I got hit. What is that? Oh, is that money? Uh-oh. I don't know what it was I just collected, but... You know what? Get away from me. You're gonna bite me later. There we go. Yeah, I'm digging this. This is just an old school kind of dungeon crawler. Oh, okay, so that's... I don't know what... I gotta figure out what some of the... I gotta look in the manual to see what some of these icons I pick up. Oh, yeah, what... Okay, that was just a block. I couldn't pick it up. I'm assuming I gotta find another key to go down further. Uh-oh. There's so many... Oh, I want whatever that is. Oh, it's a dude. Oh, okay. Hey, let's go down the ladder. Okay. I didn't need a key that time. Okay, where the hell am I? What? Where did I start here? Oh, okay. Okay, I get a key right away. I know I gotta move on because I can't play this too long. There's so many other things I gotta look at real quick. Because I do want to touch on some of the other platforms, but yeah, this is all right. I could come back to this one. That's just a fun little simple dungeon crawler. And that was called Dark Chambers for the Atari 7800. Fatal Run. Ninja Golf. I have no idea what... I just want to know what makes it ninja. Ooh, that's... I don't like that PC speaker. Okay, so how do we... Oh, what the hell? So do we play golf, or are we just using? Or we're not playing golf? Or we just? Is this like Kung Fu for the NES? Because we got dudes coming in from the left and the right. I don't know what all. Oh, okay, I can jump. To me, that should be the other way around. Oh, geez, get away from me, dude. Sure, Ninja Golf. Okay, let's jump over. Well, I don't know. Am I actually? Let me see. Uh-oh. Ow! Ow! Huh. I have no idea what the objective for this is without reading the manual, but... Sure. Ninja Golf. Why not? Scrapyard Dog. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Huh? Okay, I'm kind of curious. Basket Brawl. Okay. Oh yeah, we're funky now, man. How do we... Okay. I'm just hitting A bunch of times until I get to gameplay. Okay. What the hell? Oh, this is choppy. What the hell? Ooh, it is really framey, but... Kind of seems like a... Yeah, like maybe... I don't know what the controls are, but like you can... Okay, I pick that up. Can I like attack you or something? Yeah, I don't know how to play it, but it's neat. Kind of your extreme basketball, but a lot more primitive. Neat. I'll have to look into that one just to see what it's like. But Basket Brawl. It caught my attention, just the name. Let's see. So now we're up to... Okay, we were on the... Okay, that was a Lynx game. I wasn't even paying attention to the console switch. So yeah, we got a few Lynx games here. Scrapyard Dog again. Wait, what? Scrapyard Dog. Oh, okay. Because yeah, that was the 7800 and then the Lynx. Okay. Let's look at. Yeah, so we got Atari 800, which is an older computer. Bounty Bob Strikes Back. This is like a platformer, I think, of some kind. Don't ask me how to play it, but okay, so where am I? That's always the first part, is like, where the hell do you start? Oh, okay, I'm in the middle. Do I have any... Can I jump on you? Nope, I cannot. Okay, don't jump on people. Got it. Oh, this is old school. Okay, and then I jump up here. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, man. I jumped over you. Wow, just the time that it takes to, like, you do the little scrolly thing, and then... Oh, you can't fall either? What the hell? So clearly, I don't know the rules of this game. So I don't know, like, okay, apparently you can't fall very far. You can't jump on dudes. You got to figure out what the objective is. There's ladders and stuff. But yeah, I do got to show you a Jaguar Gamer 3 before we go, because again, yeah, let's just jump over the Jaguar. Atari carts. Wow, I tried this, and Mario Kart, this is not. Mario Kart was better. It does sort of have that Mode 7-ish stuff. This one, it's really hard to tell what's selected. Like, there's not... The colors are slightly different, but not enough. Like, this is really hard for me to read. It's big letters, but the way that they're stylized and they blend in, and then, like, the colors that... for the selected item, it's just kind of bad. It's really grainy too. Definitely in stereo. Okay, what are the controls for this again? I think it's A to go. And then I think I use my left and right triggers to do like a turn sharper thing. Whoa, what the hell? Oh yeah, this is bad. So... Okay, that was a boost thingy. I'm doing better than I was last night. Last night I was doing just atrocious. Okay, actually I'm doing that way better than I was last night. Get away from me, punk. Yeah, you really got to use your triggers. Go, no! Oh, you got ahead of me. Actually... And you got to be really subtle on the controls, too. You cannot just hammer on them and expect to go around. Like, you gotta... Actually, this is playing a little better now that I've sort of figured out the finesse of the controls. No, get off the... God damn it, get off the grass. Man, now I can't move. You suck. Now I'm last. I was doing really well. And then... right down the crapper. The thing I will give this over Mario Kart, the thing that I really did not like about the original Mario Kart is I hated that even in single player, it was half of a screen. You always had the map on the... God damn it. You had the map on the lower part of the screen, so no matter what you did, it was split screen, even if you were not playing multiplayer. I did not like that about the original Mario Kart. This is full screen, yeah, so if I wouldn't have completely wrecked... Okay. Huh. So do we get... Let's see what one more track is. I wonder if there's a timed... right time to get better boost. Okay, it's more... Okay, we got an icy level here. Ice and... Oh, is that a pit I can fall in? Or is that just ice slide? Okay, that's blocking. Okay, how do I... We got some trees in the middle of the road, so we got more obstacles. I don't know if I have weapons or not. Like, I gotta look at the controls again just to see. It's not actually that bad. Like, I just hadn't gotten the steering down when I played this earlier, and I totally... It's fairly smooth. I'll give it that. Oh no! Yeah, ice. Don't. Sure. Atari carts. Atari cart. Got your Mario Kart clone. Or not clone, but homage, maybe? What am I hung up on? Really? Well, you know what? Well, screw it. Let's quit, because we got a couple more games to look at. Okay, Atari carts, ladies and gentlemen. What do we got here? Oh, Club Drive. This was weird. I gotta show you this one. This is another driving game. But it's very, very low polygon. And another game that I'm going to show you, Cybermorph, is like this too. It's just super... Think like the FX chip, but... So how do I gotta figure out... Okay, so I gotta collect these things. Collect the power balls. So I use my right trigger to go. You would think that you'd use your left trigger to brake, but no, you gotta use the B button. And I'm in first person. It's like a really low polygon game like Stunts, which is good, except... So I seem to be like a little remote control car or something, because like I'm under a table right now, so I'm like a little vehicle. The music on this is really funky too. There's a ramp here somewhere. Where's that ramp? Okay, oh, I'm right underneath it. Okay, hang on. Let me... Let's see. There's our ramp. We're gonna get on the table here real quick. Ooh. So... I have no idea if I can get on those counters or anything. Oh, whoa, okay. Oh, there's a ball. Nah. Is that supposed to be an Irish accent you got going there? But if I take the right analog stick and use what would be the touchpad... Oh, whoa, what the hell? Okay, so now we've got a third person. We got a third person zoomed out. I don't like that angle. It's so far ahead. Why would you drive like that? The car is so far ahead in the view. It's just such a bizarre. Can't, like, why? Like, it should be way down in the bottom middle, not like halfway up the screen. There's our first person. Let's see. You gotta... Yeah, so it's really weird. But there you go. I wanted to show you that just because of how, like, polygon-ish it was. Very bizarre game. I'd never even heard of this game or seen it before until yesterday. Yeah, Cybermorph. This one is kind of notorious because there's this weird lady's head thing that's up in the upper left-hand corner, and every time you get hit or do something, she just incessantly talks at you. And it's kind of got this, again, Star Fox. Let's see. Okay, how do I? Oh yeah. Now this one you don't use the triggers. You use the bumpers to accelerate and decelerate, which is kind of uncomfortable. I would much rather use the triggers. Man, look at that pop in. Look at that pop in, man. The mountain there. So I don't know what these are, but I'm supposed to collect them, I think.
Good work.
Okay, yay me. I don't know what these are. Oh, you didn't talk to me that time. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta find some dudes. Man, look at that pop in. I know Star Fox had that, but I mean this is and if I hit a wall, she'll be like, "Where did you learn to fly?" Let's do it once just to see.
Avoid the ground.
Okay, she says that sometimes, but sometimes if I get far enough, she'll be like, "Where did you learn to fly?" There you go. There you go. That is the notorious line of this game. And she just incessantly says it. Like, I'm going slow. Okay, there's a dude I could kill, but I'm going to get this. I'm going to zip around. I'm going to see if I can kill him real quick. Where'd he go? Let's go fast. Let's just run around, try to fly around and try to kill stuff. Oh, there's a guy over there. Oof.
Avoid the ground.
Shut up, lady. Oh, there's a guy right there. Eat it!
Avoid
Damn it!
ground.
Stupid wall canyon thing. I find that I have to go slow to play this, because otherwise I don't know what these... Okay, I gotta... It's really hard to get the right finesse of the analog stick to be like, okay, I want to move, but I don't want to overshoot what I'm trying to collect. Okay, so I got those, whatever those are. I don't know if those are health or ammo or what the hell they are. Now I got something shooting at me. Okay, I gotta... Let's slow down. Oh, shit, oh, no, I didn't blow up yet. Who was shooting at me? Blow it up. Oh, really? Can I not blow that up? Oh, there we go. I don't know if I'm supposed to blow him up or not, but I'm gonna. Okay, there's a guy over there. Hit him! Hit him! Oh, it oversteers.
Well done.
Okay. Where'd you go? Oh! And I blew up. Cybermorph, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, that's a doozy. I see the sort of appeal, but like there's so much pop in, and then like you either under or oversteer. I was sort of kind of getting the hang of it last night, but again, I had to move really slow. So I don't know if there are levels later that have time limits or different types of objectives, but it's to me it's almost more of a novelty thing to say I've been able to actually play it now. There's one more game I want to show you. Fight for Your Life. This is, I don't know if there's special moves in here or what, but this is, ooh, you want to see an early 3D fighter? Check this out. So, again, look at the contrast on this is kind of bad. You've got this busy background, nice and large letters, but not the best contrast for sure. You got your difficulty, it looks like you've got something, I don't know, and then we're gonna choose a character. So you got a bunch of characters here. Let's be that guy. Some cheesy MIDI going there. So I've got a punch and a kick. I think this is a grab. It's kind of like to me it almost feels like a jank Virtua Fighter is what this is going for. It kind of has that vibe. It's very polygonal. I don't know if, like, I've tried down forward punch, I've tried your typical like Street Fighter type moves. So I don't know if there are, if I hold up I can jump, like I'm on the moon. There we go, kicked. I wonder if we can ring out. I wonder if I can get him a ring out. Me. Oh, that is some synth-ass guitar we got going there. That is... come here. I don't know how to do any other moves. Like, it's just like a punch and a kick. I get a jump kick. It's very, very, like... And I don't know how you... Oh, wait, no. There is an electric wall. I was trying to figure out how to move in 3D. How the hell do I move in 3D? Oh, okay, so the trigger, okay. It was just the opposite of the way I thought. So right trigger moves you this way. Okay, actually that does make sense. Okay. Actually that does make a lot of sense, but... So then B is like a kind of a dash move. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. It is so choppy though. Wow. I had to show you this one though, because yeah, your Jaguar fighting game. Your 3D arena fighter. And I wish I had, like, I don't know how to do combos or anything. Let me see. Let's look at a manual real quick. Just so you can see one. Okay, instruction manual. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I keep wanting to use the D-pad. I want to see if there's like a move list page or something. So I can zoom in. Yeah, I'll have to do some OCR or something to try to read these. But I mean, it is so choppy in a way. I mean, I'm not blaming the emulation. That's just the way this game ran. You know, early 3D. Okay, here we go. What is this? What is this? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got move list. So, yeah, okay, so there's like up, down, B. And I don't know what buttons map to what. I'd have to look at the controls. But then you have down, back, C. Up, right. Okay. I don't even remember what the name was of the guy that I looked at. So there are moves. There are moves that you can do. I just haven't figured them out yet. Why would you have up as a... up is usually jump, so you have to have an up move. Okay, so... I don't know. It's neat. But that is... I can't even remember the name of this game. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay, I gotta look at... Let's see, that is called Fight for Your Life. And let's see, we've got missile, basically an updated missile command. Oh yes, Ruiner Pinball. Maybe I'll end with that one. Oh no, okay, I gotta show you Tempest 2000 because that's kind of cool too. Let's do Ruiner Pinball real quick. This is one I was actually, when I saw the trailer, I was looking forward to trying. And it is kind of neat, except for the fact that, like, the bright colors, there's not a lot of, like, foreground to background contrast. So, I'll show you a little bit of Ruiner Pinball here.
Mark at 5, 4, 3.
And you never know what button is going to result in start. Like, this one I had to hit B to start. I don't know. It's bizarre. So I use my left on the D-pad and then the B button to do my bumper or my flippers. And this is more like a video pinball kind of a deal. So it seems to be more of than like it's not a recreation of a physical table to my knowledge. And right down behind the flippers, awesome. I mean, it's really colorful. But especially if you have low vision or have trouble with contrast. I've gotten down to DEFCON 4 but when I played this earlier, but starting at DEFCON 5. But sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to follow the ball just because there's so many other bright things happening. But if you do certain things, there's like little mini tables off to the left that you can do. So I'm on the main table, but if I don't know how to do it, but like if you trigger certain things, you will get these little mini tables. Okay, that's probably a good thing, right? Got in a launcher thing on the left side there. And especially if you get motion sickness, the way the screen just pans, really, it just zips up and down so fast. If you get motion sickness, I could definitely see this making some people a little bit woozy. But, you know, it's a video pinball game. And sometimes these can be really good. Like I said, there was that, I'm trying to remember that one that was on Steam that I've been playing off and on the last couple of years. That was really, it really reminded me of Alien Crush. Alien and Devil's Crush on the TurboGrafx 16. Demon's Tilt. It's also on the Switch, so if you want a good video pinball game, check out Demon's Tilt. I did a video of it too, I think. It's good. Anyway, that's pinball. We're not going to play that too much longer. I do want to show you a little bit of this. So Tempest 2000 is probably the most... It's a like basic looking game, but it's got a really neat kind of a techno soundtrack. And this is probably the most famous game on the system. So let's go Tempest 2000. You're in this cylinder, or you're in these like shapes. Yes. And you get this kind of wild techno type of deal going here. Alright, let's go. Let's pipe it. So they come out from the outside, or the inside, and you gotta stop them before they get out. I just kind of zip around and hope I hit them. Because depending on how you move, like your left and the right, it's a little, oh geez, it's a little bit different each way. Sometimes you'll move left, sometimes you move right, but it's kind of got a moment. It's hard to explain. It's very simple controls, but it's, uh-oh. No! I was trying to go the other way, and it was zipped around the wrong way. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, it went the wrong way again. And this is another one where that spinner controller would be really handy. Whoa! Yeah, I'm doing bad. I think I've gotten to like level 3 so far in this game, but I don't, because this was a, no, this wasn't a CD game, it was a cartridge, I think, because they had a Jaguar CD too. That would be a cool thing if they actually added expansions, or like if they added DLC to this collection, have some Jaguar CD games. And some of the stuff that they didn't add also, there's like, you know, Atari had like the Star Wars arcade game in that. You know, obviously licensing, they would have to reach out to get licensing for franchises and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's a really neat collection. Like the game, there are some genuinely fun games in here. There are some good games. There are some ones that you may remember, you know, from your childhood if you grew up with the Atari systems. But honestly, you know, there's a few games that I would probably come back and play every now and again. But honestly, this Atari 50 collection, the most time that I'm going to spend is I want to look at all of the supplementary, I want to look at these timelines. I want to watch all of these videos, because some of them are, like I said, they're interviews, they're, you know, you have that news report. I don't even know, maybe there's going to be some other stuff that I don't even know about. I love the fact that there's video and interviews and all that stuff. look at some of the artwork and read about some of the history, and the timeline thing is just a really, really good idea, especially for a company that has, so much of a history, ups and downs, and trying, attempted revivals and things like that. You couldn't do this necessarily for every retro collection. They may not have enough to go on, or maybe the company just doesn't have a lot of the materials, or the people aren't around anymore that they could interview. There's a number of reasons why you may not be able to do that, but I really I genuinely love the format of how they present this collection. Yes, you can just pull up a game list and choose what you want, but going through these timelines, it's not just one long timeline either. You can break it down by era. You got the arcade, the home console, the PC, you got the 90s. Just fantastic organization, presentation, including not just text and pictures. You actually got video and interviews and stuff like that. So I am absolutely going to be going through the timeline. I mean, it feels weird to say, but I'm glad the games are here, but they're almost, I wouldn't call them secondary, but I'm more interested in this as a historical collection than I am your traditional, just a series of games collection. The way they package and present the history and preservation in this collection is phenomenal. So yeah, looking forward, I would love to see more developers really take the care, time, and effort to go and do a collection like this going forward. And again, as much as I love, and I'm not dissing it at all, because I love, and I even praised the Cowabunga collection when it came out earlier this year. But I do wish they would have had some audio or video interviews of just talking, how they, especially the old NES game, some of the Game Boy games, Turtles in Time, there's so much history there, especially with the work that they clearly put in. And we saw all the documentation and design documents, and I think there could be some really interesting stories to tell there. So every time they release a classic collection, these Digital Eclipse guys, these are ones you want to follow. If whatever they release in the future, I'm there. I believe they might have also done the SNK 30th anniversary collection, which I have yet to play. But it kind of makes me want to look into that now too more. So anyway, I know it's a long video, but there's a lot here, and it definitely deserves some good coverage. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're interested in retro games, if you're interested in Atari, this is an outstanding collection. Great job to Digital Eclipse and Atari for making this happen, because this is great. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, twitch.tv/illegally-cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. So until next time, I will chat with everyone again later.